Across Sardinia's rugged hills and valleys rise towers of stone older than Rome, older even than many Greek temples. They are called Nuraghe, and more than 7,000 still stand, silent sentinels of a lost civilization. Some are solitary watchtowers, others sprawling fortresses with courtyards, staircases, and multiple chambers. A few soar more than 20 meters high, built from blocks of basalt and granite so massive they lock together without mortar. From a distance they look like castles, yet they predate medieval fortresses by millennia. The first Nuraghe appeared in the 18th century BCE, at the dawn of the Bronze Age, and construction continued until the early first millennium BCE. For over 1,000 years, the Nuragic civilization dominated Sardinia, leaving behind a landscape dotted with stone towers, so numerous they shaped the island's very identity. And yet, for all their scale, the purpose of these monuments remains uncertain. At first glance, they seem defensive, strongholds perched on hillsides, bastions rising above fertile valleys. But here the mystery begins. Archaeologists find little evidence of large-scale warfare, no mass graves of warriors, no siege layers, no clear enemy pressing against Sardinia's shores. If not fortresses, then what? Were they symbols of power, ceremonial centers, or perhaps gathering places where communities affirmed their identity? Excavations suggest their roles shifted over time. At Gena Maria, a hilltop Nuraghe dating between 1700 and 1350 BCE, archaeologists uncovered a cistern, ritual vessels, and even traces of grape cultivation, evidence that wine was pressed and offered in ceremonies. At Eloy in Sedilo, a sanctuary complex revealed metallurgical activity, tying the towers not only to worship, but also to the craft of bronze making. These findings suggest Nuraghe may have been as much about ritual and production as defense. New discoveries continue to widen the picture. In 2025, archaeologists announced the unearthing of 3 hidden domus de Janus, fairy houses, rock-cut tombs carved 5,000 years ago, long before the first Nuraghe rose. Found near the Sant'Andrea Priu complex, these Neolithic tombs point to a continuity of sacred landscapes on Sardinia, where later generations may have built Nuraghe in dialogue with much older traditions of ritual and death. Some towers show remarkable precision. The great Nuraghe Santu Antin, rising 17 meters, contains corbel-arched corridors and tholoi chambers aligned to solstices, suggesting astronomy was woven into their design. Others, like Su Nuraxi di Barumini, grew into vast fortified villages, now preserved as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Taken together, they reveal a society both sophisticated and enigmatic, trading Sardinian copper and tin across the Mediterranean, importing amber and ceramics, yet never recording their language in writing. What drove the Nuragic people to raise thousands of towers across their island? Were they watchtowers against unseen foes, monuments of status, or stone prayers rooted in ritual and tradition? No text explains, and no enemy army has left its mark. The Nuraghe endure, but their silence leaves only questions.